The mask mandate, California's involvement with the war in Ukraine, and the ongoing drought crisis are big topics of conversation in the state's political world. ABC 10's Walt Gray spoke with a CalMatters journalist and has what you need to know.
Welcome to our weekly discussion of all things current in California politics. I'm Walt Gray. Joining us this week, reporter Emily Hoeven, a political expert with CalMatters.org. Emily, nice to have you back. If you can possibly still sort out what's happening in the state with mask mandates, maybe they're being enforced, maybe they're not, it's arbitrary. Sort this all out as we begin this day.
The state on March 1st basically said, okay, indoor mask mandate for everyone is gone, vaccinated, unvaccinated. What makes it confusing is that different counties can have their own rules that are stricter. Individual businesses can have rules that are stricter. So, for example, one cafe might require face masks for everyone and the other one might not. And then, schools and childcare facilities are, as usual, that have their own separate rules. That statewide mask mandate is going to expire on basically on March 12th. So that following week, they could be able to, go maskless. But again, individual counties can have stricter rules, and also individual districts can have stricter rules. So for example, in Los Angeles County, they're going to adhere with the state's rule, but Los Angeles Unified is going to keep those masks in place for now.
Yeah, there's 58 counties in our state, and many of them govern themselves differently than their neighbor. The situation in Ukraine continues, and California is kind of contributing in the punishment to Russia with CalSTRS, CalPERS possibly pulling some of their investment money out of Russia. How is this going to work?
Yeah, so we've seen a really strong and unified call from state lawmakers, a bipartisan group of them, and also Governor Gavin Newsom calling on CalPERS and CalSTRS, which are the two largest public pension funds in the United States, to basically divest all of their investments and holdings in Russia. The governor also wants the UC teachers retirement system to divest. Total, that would be about $1.5 billion they would be pulling out of Russia. But with all of the different sanctions that are being levied at different levels of government, it's actually very hard for them right now to liquidate what they have in Russia. So we'll have to see what happens. But I think it's clear that California is saying we have a big market power, and we're going to do all that we can to stand with Ukraine and, punish Russia.
Yeah, I'm sure every state is looking at what they're doing and examining their own finances in the same way that California is as well. Okay, completely different subject, the drought. We just haven't been getting the amount of rain that we've needed during this rainy season, and certainly snow up in the high country. How is this all going to shake out for California economically even?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really tough because we only have 1 month left in the rainy season, and we had the state water scientists just this past week say, okay, the Sierra Nevada snowpack, which provides a third of water to California's water supply, is only at 68% of normal levels, which is really not good considering that in December it was over 100%. So we've already seen that really significant decline. And this past week as well, there was a report out basically showing that California's agriculture industry shouldered a $1.2 billion hit from the drought this past year. And I think we can only expect that to get worse if we're heading into a third year of drought. So it's really unfortunate news for, the industry, for farmers, and also for, environmentalists who are concerned about fish habitats.
Yeah, indeed. There's a lot that goes into the lack of water and snow and all that in the runoff. Emily, thank you as always. CalMatters, a nonpartisan news organization explaining California policies and politics. Find their work at calmatters.org. You can also sign up for Emily's newsletter there.